So I'm a sculptor and I live in the UK, and I've wanted to be an artist all my life really, so I'm lucky that I got to pursue that path. A lot of the research I do actually involves talking to people and learning human stories and the different ways that people experience life, and trying to put those stories in my art and bring that then to the audience. So I love that side of it. It's the kind of research side. And that's kind of led me to this piece here, which is actually, it's kind of everyone's story in a way, because it's the story of the earth, and that's the place where we all live. So it just felt really important to tell that story at this time, and also this is the perfect place for it. Well, the materials are quite exciting and quite challenging for me as well. So I wanted to use contrast between items which I've collected, so you might call that found objects. And for this piece I've decided to collect items from beaches, which is something that I do anyway. I do a lot of walking along beaches and just picking up pebbles, and I started finding bits of fishing nets, which is called ghost nets. So obviously that's something that man puts into the sea that obviously shouldn't be there. I've had a really exciting time finding stuff on beaches in the UK before I came here, and working with people in Dubai just since I've been here to also collect stuff on beaches. And you'll see as the sculpture comes together that I've found various ways to kind of wrap that and unravel the string and turn it into different shapes. So some of it's recognisably fishing nets, some of it is not, and all of those pieces will come together to make the overall form. As you stand back and you see the whole thing, then you also see how powerful we are together and collaboratively, and learning from each other and working towards the same goals. So this sculpture is in the form of an hourglass on its side, and I chose that because I wanted to convey the urgency of making a change right now to help with climate change and sustainability. So I wanted something which could show time in a small way, but also allow us to zoom out and look at the whole time continuum. So in my mind, this side is the past, and this side is the future, and that puts us right at this middle point, this moment where we have the power to use our decisions now to make a change for the future. So the form becomes quite important symbolically. It's also quite an old-fashioned symbol, but at the same time, it's something you might see on a modern computer screen. The fibre optic lights within the sculpture are reflective of the global conversation around the COP26 hashtag. So for the last month, I've been looking at the environmental hashtags and the conversation online, and working out how to represent this in the sculpture. So this is gathering all the information and modelling that into data that the lights can represent through brightness and through how fast they're pulsing, and also through a kind of AI technology which looks at the sentiment of people's tweets and posts and online discussion. And although it's AI, so it's not always 100% accurate, it gives us a really good insight into whether people are feeling quite anxious, or if there's lots of debate going on, or whether people are feeling hopeful and positive. And I think that's a really important thing to also include within the sculpture, because it is a very complicated discussion.